We can make it happen, bro.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known that we are back with another episode of Binge Or Cringe. And we got some reoccurring guests. We got some people who haven't been on the show in a minute, but I'm glad to have everybody here. And we're going to make it do what it do. But without further ado, before I get into the topic that we're here to talk about tonight, let me introduce my panel. All right. We got the return of the one and only homie J Smack to the Binge Or Cringe panel. Shout out to my boy. If you didn't catch it earlier, definitely go back on either my channel or his channel and watch the Nuzlocke we're doing. And shit's hitting the fan.
More ways than one, but hey, we making it move though. Bro. What's good, y'all? What's good? How's everybody doing?
All right. Then we got the homie, the one, the only D-Zone in the building.
What's up? It's your boy D-Zone in the zone. How y'all doing tonight?
All right. What's up, D-Zone? Then, we always got to make sure we introduce this man right. I named one of my Nuzlocke Pokemon after him. He's still alive and kicking. The one, the only nullified saint.
Where my wings at?
Bro, we gotta, bro. When we link up in Houston for DreamCon, bro, we gotta go get some more wings somewhere, bro. We definitely gotta go back to Buc-ee's.
No, bro. Hey, I got you. There's a place that does ramen. We gotta visit that place, bro.
Oh, all right. See, did you see that?
That sounds good.
They opened up a One Piece bar in Houston, just like last week.
Yeah. I need to go there too. That's the ramen place. That's the ramen place.
That's the ramen place. Oh, we out there.
Yeah.
Y'all got to get brisket too, man. Y'all got to get some brisket.
Yeah, we got to get some brisket. All right.
Brisket slap out there.
And then we got my homie. I saw him and J Smack getting it on at the tournament, which the tournament video is coming out this weekend. My boy, the one, the only Xantar Boogles.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
What's good, gang?
We do
Love
have
the Pochita.
Chilling. Yeah, I got that poster at one of the con things I went with Reese.
Yeah,
Nice,
man.
Nice.
So we're gonna go ahead and do what we got to do. We do have one more person supposed to be showing up, but when they get here, or if they get here, we'll cross that bridge. But without further ado, today's episode of Binge Or Cringe, we are talking about Dandadan. Okay, Dandadan. We knew it was coming out. Okay, we knew.
Love the opening.
We knew it was the opening is phenomenal. Okay, let's just what's the name of the group again? Spooky
Nuts or something.
Creepy Nuts. Creepy Nuts.
Thank you.
Creepy Nuts.
Yes, Creepy Nuts are doing phenomenal with anime openings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's not forget what they did for Mashle. Okay, and no offense, I love Dandadan's opening because it's perfect for that series. But Mashle's opening is just it's universal, bro. There's no way that it's better than Dandadan's, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But
that's not a bad opinion. That's not a bad take.
Yeah, it's just good, man. It's just that good.
And you know what I think makes it good? Both of them that makes it really good and very similar. It's the bed squeaking. The bed squeaking is very iconic.
Freaking! Oh shoot! Yeah, the bed squeaking inside of it is wild.
Yeah, it's just everybody knows it's gonna be a good song or a good beat if you hear a bed squeak.
A bed squeak. That's what we do. That's how we know it's going to be good. Now, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right.
If there's a bed squeaking, you know it good.
Yep. So that's how you know it hits.
We're here to talk about Dandadan. Everybody, and I've had a lot of people raving about Dandadan to me about the manga and everything before the anime even came out. I started reading the manga. The manga is insane, so I can only imagine what's good. And I'm not even really caught up in the manga, to be honest. So I only know what's going to happen once that's animated. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about season 1 of the anime, and it came in pretty hard, and it ended on a more like next arc-ish type of note. Nothing heavy, but that's okay because it's coming out again soon. So let's talk about it. Let's just go in and talk about episode 1, man. Episode 1 had a lot of controversy. Okay, a lot of controversy.
Oh, a lot. There was so much in
So
that
much
first
controversy.
episode that was like, whoa, is this okay, y'all? Y'all good?
Like if you haven't watched Down to Down, episode 1, like it was a little apey.
Yeah.
A little apey. If
I don't know who wants to go first. I'll throw the hat in the ring. I'll start it up.
Do it, man.
Yeah.
All right. So it kind of goes back to, in my opinion, how we were talking about with Goblin Slayer. Like that first episode of Goblin Slayer and how uncomfy people felt. And I'm not here to say that people shouldn't feel uncomfortable. I don't want to ever make it seem like that's what I'm saying. But what I am saying is we have to remind ourselves the culture that Japan has. Like these moments make me remind me. I felt kind of weird seeing the first episode of Dandadan. When I saw that clip, I was like, oh, this just crotch shot of a 15-year-old, and strapped up to aliens.
Yeah.
With pro penises.
Like, it was a little, and then I'm like, did the moment last long? No, but I'm kind of glad
that's what I was
gonna
say too. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like, it didn't last that long, and we're not saying like that to justify the moment, right? Like,
definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, again, it's like, guys, like Japan's legal age of consent in 2023 was 13. Like, that should say a lot about what they think slides and what doesn't slide. Like,
go ahead, Xantar. What you say?
I was gonna say, like, when they did that, you're so creeped out and scared because it's like that's what they're going through, So like, it's fucked up to see, but it's supposed to be messed up to see because it's like these are bad guys. It's not like they become friends with the aliens at the end of the episode.
That's true. That is
like they're the evil. They're the evil faction. And it's like, why are they the evil faction? And it's like, here you go.
Here's prime example right here.
Yeah.
Before we move on, shout out to the late panelist today, the one, the only Cobalt 70, the godfather of anime himself.
What up, my boys?
What up?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Cobalt? How you be?
I'm all right. So what are we covering today? What do we got?
We just talk about Dandadan, and we're currently discussing the controversy of episode 1. Yeah.
Was it really a controversy though?
It was in the community.
It was.
It was
pretty wild, but I guess if you grew up in the 90s, it's not that wild, but it does get pretty wild.
For this age, it was definitely pretty wild.
Like a lot of people on Twitter had a field day. Like they was like going crazy.
Yeah. And you know what the thing is, bro? Again, like, I'm not trying to belittle people's feelings by any means of the stretch of the imagination, but I feel like a lot of these same people that feel like this, they watch Hunter x Hunter, and they're okay with Hisoka having an orgasm with Gon. Okay, like...
No, thing is...
he's attracted to his power! Is his power coming from his anus? No. What are we talking about? Like...
well, at least it's not like Goblin Slayer or Valbrave, Those both had crazy first episodes too.
Yeah, but
really, people are always going to trip. There's always going to be trippers out there.
Oh yeah,
no, you're right.
And here's the thing about episode 1 of Dandadan: nothing actually occurred. It just was the insinuation. It's not like with Demon Slayer, not Demon Slayer, Goblin Slayer. That actually happened. Like it was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And
even though it didn't show anything. Even though it didn't show anything, that what was going on.
She was in her underwear. That's the most they showed.
Yeah.
The 90s would have been far more graphic.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's also crazy? There's more controversy with that than what's his name? Ken the other protagonist, he quite literally got raped by the granny, Turbo Granny. Like, she took advantage of him. She actually took advantage of him. And nobody's saying anything.
She stole his dog!
He stole his pain! She stole his meat, and no one bats an eye.
She stole his young man and his two neighbors. Like,
there's not a lot of noise with that.
But remember,
I would say I would actually be devil's advocate to
the community.
Wait. We got two people talking at one time. Hold up. Xantar and Cobalt.
Xantar, go.
Oh no, I was gonna say that like the whole plot is because it's like, hey, he got taken advantage of and he lost himself. And that's literally the plot of the whole show. Yeah. So, like every time we talk about the plot, we're talking about the fact that he lost his dangling.
Facts.
He lost
literally literally this whole video that we're doing right now is about him losing his junk.
Right. And you know what's crazy about that? People, I laughed too. I'm not trying to pin on you, but we all laughed at that. The characters in the show laughed at that. People in our universe laughed at that. Nobody's laughing at Momo, in that moment. No one's laughing about that. But that's what I'm saying. No. Like, there's no consistency.
Yeah,
like
there's
a lack of consistency.
In that regard, you could absolutely look at it as, well, yeah, there's an issue within our culture alone of not identifying with male victims, and that's absolutely a thing.
I would say the reason that we don't really also talk about him losing his junk and like Turbo Granny taking advantage of him is because it's like he also gets superpowers, and then like the fact that you become a Ken doll is so like ridiculous.
Yeah,
that it can't help me.
Yep.
Yeah, but the way he got his powers, though, it's not like he was just granted them. The way he got his powers.
No, he got his power like he got his powers through literally being cursed. And it's not like we haven't seen that in that aspect of power up before. Like,
yeah, but it's the complete ridiculousness of it. Like, now his balls are golden and they're traveling around Japan.
It's very
that just sounds like a crackhead just came up to you on the street and started having a conversation.
So right.
So that's why you don't really like this is messed up, but it's just like it also is so crazy that it can't like if you actually lost a testicle, you're not getting it back.
Yeah, right.
No,
you're castrating. And if you're young going through puberty, you're also losing a lot of that puberty that's going to take place, So, like, there are real ramifications that you do it, but because of the light comedy style, you're not really looking at it in that sense.
Yeah, and it's like a show,
And then you got to remember the other half of that. Like I said earlier, the scene didn't last long. And then what happened? Momo's powers went crazy and she got her get back. Like, and they didn't even do it. Like, it not even happened to her technically. But she got her get back for them doing what they did so far to her. So it was like, that's a W. That's a W.
Right.
Like,
let's also remember this though. With animes like this and like Goblin Slayer, you're going to have a small segment of the anime community that, in order to garner clicks as influencers, they target this kind of controversy.
Yeah,
that's their focus. That's their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's the identity politics of anime, so to speak. And so of course they're going to be people that target that, the socioeconomic view of the anime. All aspects of a series can be a topic of discussion. So you're going to get that. You're going to get the people that freak out on each aspect of this anime, and because it was such a hit, its reach was farther than what you would get from a lot of other animes.
Mm-hmm. I guess my only issue is the fact that there's like a lack of consistency within our culture, like the Americans.
Yeah,
it's just like where's the consistency at? Like, I actually know people that saw the first episode of Dandadan and they dropped it, right? But the moment that Granny Seiko got announced, they were like, okay, let me watch this again. I want to cosplay her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's hot now.
That's because she's hot. She ain't no granny. There ain't no grandmother I've ever seen.
You just exposed some dirty dogs. So you know who you are out there. You a dirty dog.
Listen, I'm not gonna name drop, but you know,
off the floor.
I wasn't scared. I watched episode 1 and went to episode 2 the next week after. I wasn't scared. Okay. Mm-hmm. Why? Because it was one half of it was funny. The other half was even funnier when they got their get back. And then it was even funnier to see her fall in love with a dude who had no dong.
Their romance story in there is...
He fell in love with his heart, not his dong.
Right. But real quick. I do have a quick bomb to drop with the show. And it was that this show was literally this guy's saving grace. Literally, the guy that made Dandadan was so close to giving up on ever making any anime, any manga, any short novels anymore. And then his mentor came and was like, "Hey, instead of trying to write like everyone else, write exactly what you want."
Mm-hmm.
And boy, oh boy, he wrote exactly what he wanted, and it was a huge payoff, as we've all seen.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
You got to put the middle part of it though, where he didn't actually do his job. Like, one, he was at a convenience store and somebody's like, "You should draw," and then that's why he started. And then like this, he worked on Hell's Paradise, Part 1 of Chainsaw Man, and something else before he even did this. And so he already is one of the artists on like 3 really big anime.
And Hell's Paradise
series.
Is amazing. That is amazing.
Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, break up.
Hell's Paradise
so
is
excited
so
for the next
good.
season of that, dude. So excited.
You already got the credits.
Do we know when?
And I was gonna say, and then he writes everything in ink still. He doesn't do it by the computer. So it's like everything we see is literally hand drawn with ink.
And then scan.
And then scan.
Yeah.
He's a traditionalist. Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
so
he's
like,
a
you gotta get that whole story in there.
As an artist, nothing beats the feel of the paper and the pen. You know, you can argue that the Wacoms and the Apple pencils, they do a lot, but at the end of the day, being able to control that pencil and the tip allows you far greater control than you'll get with a digital device. It's hard to explain, but like I've got an Apple Pencil. I do art that way all the time. I even bought like a sheet to put on my iPad that actually has the texture of paper, so I could better represent that, and it works really well. But when it comes down to it, the finer detail you get, you'll always get from paper. Plus, you know, you spend a lot of your youth drawing on paper, and that's kind of where it ends up. You know, you doodle on paper, you get that comfort level and that control on paper. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's always going to be king.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely shout out to him for making his way. You know, it took him a little bit, but you know, he does have his like Xantar pointed out, he has his acolytes. He's worked on a lot of popular manga and anime. So
yeah, he's got his acolyte.
Yeah. But if we're definitely gonna dive more into this by like moving forward, once you get past episode 1. Episode 1, they both get their powers in different aspects. Like, because they challenged both the kids, the teens or whatever. They challenged each other by saying, "No, that's not real. That's not real. I challenge you." They go that way, and then you start seeing like the paradigm shift because they like, okay, I believe you now.
Yeah, right.
Come to find out, both things actually exist, and there's and both worlds between Alien, or UFOs or whatever he calls them, and spirits and everything intertwine actually.
Yeah. Nice character development for a first episode. You know, they both transition from what they were, tried and true, into something else. Their eyes were open to a new possibilities, and that's a great start. You know.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
and is literally the basis for what comes next. Like that.
Did you guys already
episode.
geek out on the music?
Oh, we talked about the music.
Yeah, we geeked out on the music. That was the first thing we did.
I know, and I'm so mad I missed it because it was so.
I mean, say your thoughts. Say your thoughts, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was fucking dope as fuck. Everybody knew when that shit dropped, it was going to be money. We all were like, "Oh my god, what is this man doing?"
Bro, I'm telling you, when it comes this year for the any anime awards, Creepy Nuts is taking home something. They is taking home something, if not multiple awards. Huh?
I'm gonna be mad if they don't. They got it last year with what's his name?
Mashal.
Yeah, they got last year with Mashal, dude. They got to get it again this year, dude. They're owning it.
It's the bed squeaks. It's the bed squeaks.
Do any of you all remember Manguin Penguin Drum? Yeah. The anime Manguin Penguin Drum.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was the same thing where the music at the intro was so tight they ended up getting another anime and actually won an award that year, but this was way bigger. Way bigger. That was at a time when anime wasn't at the level it's at now. Not as many people were not as many eyes got to see it. Oh yeah, it's there now.
Yeah,
anime is now mainstream, baby, and I am fucking all for it.
But just a side note, just real quick before we move on, I will, since we're talking about music, you know who has a great opener? Two great openers that's happening right now, music wise. Solo Leveling.
Yup.
And Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Shangri-La's opening is
crazy. Fire, bro.
Shangri-La is so good.
I finally caught up on that anime.
Bro, the new opening for season 2 is crazy, bro.
I've never even heard of Shangri-La.
Shangri-La.
Okay.
Watch Shangri-La, Smack, bro. It is so good.
So much.
I was a late bloomer on that too, dog. Get on it. Right.
Okay.
Shangri-La.
I just like saying the word Shangri-La.
That's a cool name.
Frontier. Dude, Shangri-La Frontier got me to pick back up my freaking VR and start playing the MMOs I have on there.
Bro.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, dude, one, the anime's banger. Two, it's about a guy playing MMOs and trash games and freaking VR, which is awesome.
Until he goes to Shangri-La.
Yeah, Shangri-La. That's an interesting name,
bro. It's so good.
Well, it's steeped in lore, Tibetan lore. All right. Mm-hmm. Do you guys know the story of Shangri-La?
A little bit.
I know. I only know what the show has told.
We'll conduct on that another time.
Yeah, no, but we'll do that another time.
Shangri-La is a mythical place in the Tibetan mountains.
Rein it in. No, we're going to another time.
We'll probably have to do it.
That's all I'm dropping.
We're going to have to end up doing a whole episode on Shangri-La.
And Shangri-La is going to be a packed episode.
That's true. I'll save it. All
right. I'll have to get. Is it on Crunchyroll or what's it on?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Is it on like Netflix? Anything else, or just Crunchyroll?
Just Crunchyroll.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
I've never been reeled in by the team that quickly before. Kudos, boys. Kudos. You got to keep me honest. I will go on a tangent.
Yeah.
I know you will.
But all right, let's get back to Donna 9. But Donna, moving on, we talked about the episode 1, we talked about the music. But then as the story progresses, you see there's a lot more to the story. First of all, once you start seeing more and more of the aliens and everything, you can see that Momo's saying this is one type of that this is a what do you call it, a spirit or whatever, but he's saying that's an alien. And I'm like, okay, so right now we're starting to see there's two sides of the same coin for a lot of these creatures.
Yeah.
So and they're deep and steeped in different types of lore. And then as you move forward, they beat that one sumo dude, whatever he was. He was big.
It's a shrimp, the shrimp guy.
No, not the shrimp guy. The sumo guy first in episode 2.
The sumo guy in episode 2, I believe.
Yeah. Sumo
Dude,
guy. And
he
then-
was so big for no reason. Like, goddamn.
So we had the sumo guy. Then we had
The crab.
the crab, and Turbo Granny. Okay. We had the aliens in episode 1. Then we had the crab shrimp and the Loch Ness monster. And then we had the what's the ballet one, the flexible one.
He was
Oh,
like
the ballet ghost. Yeah.
with the hair.
Yeah.
She fought with
Yeah,
her
Dude,
hair.
that fight was insane. Oh my
Bro.
god, that was crazy.
I
So-
mean, who else
Wow.
tried though?
Oh no, her backstory. Yeah,
I teared up a little bit.
her backstory it made me sad. Bro.
Her backstory,
I was in
dude.
my feelings.
Yeah. Me and my girl were crying.
So with
bruh.
that all being
I ain't
said,
gonna hold you.
this is my question to you guys: favorite extraterrestrial / spirit.
Yeah.
Freaking mantis shrimp guy.
Yeah, I was gonna
At
say
the
the mantis
very
shrimp
end.
because he came back too.
The saving his,
He
his
came
kid,
back
saving
and
his
he was
kid
there
good.
all the way at the very end, and his backstory was hella sad too.
Yeah. I'd say
Just-
mantis shrimp.
Yeah, mantis.
Oh
shrimp.
yeah, mantis shrimp all the way.
If I had to say now, next question: which one do you think was the coolest?
Oh, coolest. I
Ballet.
still say Turbo Granny is the coolest in my opinion, besides her getting shoved in a freaking stuffed animal.
Now, here's the thing: Turbo Granny's not the coolest to me. She's the funniest. Turbo Granny has no she is funny as all hell, bro.
No
she
filter.
has no what do you call it? She has no filter. Like
She
has
doesn't need no filter. For how old she is? Oh hell no, you don't need no filter for that.
Yeah, bro. If I had
When
to
was the
think
last
the-
time an anime had a character that yelled, "Let me gobble your dong"?
Yeah, that's
damn.
crazy.
that's wild.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, bro. What was you
Seriously.
about to say, Smack?
I think the coolest though is probably the crab. I like that fight scene. That was pretty
Yeah.
sick. The crab was pretty sick.
Crab
Yeah,
Was
crab
too
was sick.
cool, you know. You don't expect so much depth for a villain within that arc. It kind of hits you from the side. You don't see it coming initially.
Mhm.
Right, and then
I
just like
like
fighting it throughout the city and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that was pretty cool. I think the fusion between the Loch Ness monster and the aliens and the crab was
Ooh.
amazing.
That got
Yeah.
weird. That was cool though. But this is an anime that gives you a good insight into how they view UFOs and spirits and stuff like that. Culture
the word I was looking
itself,
for
and it
earlier was
kinda
yokai.
cool in that
Sorry,
way.
I couldn't remember yokai. That was the word I was looking for earlier.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That is a good point. They view it kind of like,
Freaking
yeah, that's crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Definitely a different cultural view, right?
Yeah.
It catches you off guard. It's interesting. That's how they view it, and
Mhm.
it's poetic in a sense.
Mhm.
You know that they're
Yeah.
able to weave it into their own culture the same way we kind of do. You know.
Mhm.
But we're far more into like the Area 51, government keeping secrets,
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
sort of stuff.
Your typical like big-headed alien with giant eyes.
Yeah.
It's very stereotypical. Like they got kaiju's. Like kaiju no 8. Like
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
Oh, Kaiju number 8 was freaking so good. I loved that one.
So
Can't wait for season 2 on that one.
but Dandadan has like so many elements to it that it's just entertaining at almost at basically every aspect, man. There wasn't an episode that I
2024
was
was
bored.
a stellar year, man. A
Mhm.
stellar year for anime.
Really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
across
waiting.
the
I'm just
board.
waiting for you guys to talk about what I like about it. I'll just wait.
No, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
drop it. Let's hear it.
You're not getting there yet. I don't want to spoil.
Oh, okay.
anything.
All right.
All right.
oh, okay,
But no,
fair
but-
enough.
Well,
Because
might
I
be
was
on
gonna
the
start.
same page. I might be on the same page. So let's move it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and now we got to talk about the transformations. The Silky transformation and Okaru's transformation in the turbo mode are crazy phenomenal. Okay, and then I just like how their personalities change when they transform as well. Like,
Well,
Okaru-
Silky's doesn't change too much, let's be honest.
not too much, but enough. And Okaru's transformation,
Okaru's
he's totally
Okaru's is
bro.
like a whole 180.
Bro, when they started talking negative and asking him negative and things about Momo and everything, he snapped, bro. He was like, "Hey, she ain't that type." Like I was like, "Okay."
You got it, gang.
I was like, "All right,
Right.
I'm a chill."
I will say this too. I actually really like how Momo's doesn't really have a transformation. Like she just has psychic abilities, and you see it. Like it's kind of like she's kind of like it's not like she gives Starfire or Raven vibes, like she looks like them or acts like them, but like they use their powers like through their hands, and you see it. You know, it's like a really nice color, and stuff like that. So like, I think that's pretty cool. Like, you know, she stays looking like her, and she has like a giant psychic hand. Like,
yeah, it's
that's
really
pretty sick.
I like her powers a lot.
Yeah,
Her powers have been very beneficial, especially since like Okarun hasn't fully mastered his abilities yet. So her powers have been very helpful.
She has to quite literally grab his power and restrain it almost every time he uses it.
Well, not ever since, not after he regained the powers. When the second, the first time, but not the second time. The second time he could just do it whenever he pleases, and he's not like out of control.
And it was dope how she like she jumped on his back, and he was like kind of like the movement for them, and she was controlling, like holding him, like
she was the direction, you
know what I'm saying? Like that was strategic as heck, man. I like that. Like, dude, they have some strats.
Yeah, and they have fights, some mad strats. And like you said, J Smack, I haven't been disappointed by one of the fights so far. Yeah, I have not been disappointed.
The fights are killer, man, and the animation, bro. Like, animation is good.
The style is fun.
Dude, like, imagine if this anime came out in the 90s, bro.
Oh.
Like, it would be a cult classic.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, for starters, you would have a far better frame rate. And given the style, it would have been one of the top animes of the decade, without even a question.
Facts.
I mean, look at Fully Cooley. Look at a few of the scenes in that and how they rolled that. It's still iconic.
Yep.
And it's in territory of different anime. All these other fight animes roll through, and that still holds a top spot for how it was done. If it was done in the 90s, it would have had way more time to work on it. The animation would have been smoother, and it probably would have gotten a lot more gory. We'd have seen way more dong. Way more dong. I'm not sure the audience would have been prepared for that. They would have been able
to handle that.
All right, we finally reached the station.
All right, what's
the
up,
animation quality? That's what I wanted to talk about.
All right,
you got it, bro. Go ahead.
We finally reached the station, folks.
Let's hear it.
First of all, as a person who wants to be a director one day, the first shot with her kicking her ex-boyfriend is gonna be up there as one of the most iconic frames, probably ever, because of just the uniqueness of the angle with the leg.
The key frame, right? The key frame.
It honestly, like that kick right there, like you feel like the wind up and everything, how the camera moves.
True.
And it's literally perfect. So starting anything with a very unique camera angle, it's already gonna like launch you over the top. And then when he was saying that it needs to be smoother animation, it's like that's not what this series is. It's supposed to be weird and choppy. So you have to be kind of clunky looking, because like when you have the scenes with like Momo tapping into her energy, those colors wouldn't vibrate at the same frequency if they were like a 1990s Hunter x Hunter or something.
My argument, it extends to all anime done now because they aren't given the time to do it. They're doing 2 or 3 frames between on the keyframes for those types of scenes, whereas if they were to do like 7, 8 more, it would be a lot smoother, and it would, like, I understand you want more choppy, but those styles would benefit from it. I promise you. It's indicative of anime now. It doesn't have the time to do that anymore. You know, because they don't have the release schedules are so tight. The budgets are so tight.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
It's a rough reality that animation today has to deal with.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I agree with both of y'all when it comes to that, because you know how I love my 90s anime and how smooth some of it was. But at the same time, like, I understand, like, some of the newer anime may not have the time, but some of them do kind of benefit from the choppiness. You know what I mean? Not all of them. It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
I would say that, like, I would agree with Kobo if this was more of like some of the scenes in Kaiju number 9 like some of the battles towards like the end of the season, they kind of cut corners, and you could see it as like an older anime fan. And one of my biggest gripes is that they cut corners in Chainsaw Man, and it's like if you literally just sat down,
and it hurt it. Did it not hurt that
hurts.
animation?
It
Yeah.
did.
No, it just hurts you because you see Fujimoto's amazing artwork, and then it's like this could just be better. It's just like it's like how Berserk hasn't gotten its actual anime popularity. It's like you haven't captured his art style, therefore you don't capture the tone.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's why all the remakes have never carried the same weight as the OG. You know.
Yeah, and I'll be real. When it comes to Berserk, I love the anime. But I would rather read it, and you know what I mean. Read the manga because it's just different. It hits so much different.
I don't know that 1997 anime, 1996 anime was just gut wrenching.
No,
even
it was,
for
no,
that
it was good.
time.
It was good. But I'm talking about like how
anime.
nowadays I would still rather read. I would rather read the manga over
it. Yeah, but I understand what you mean. With slapstick comedy, sometimes cutting frames adds to that break in value, you know? Like the way that they run into a scene, it adds more slapstick to it if you cut frames. Because it's more abrupt.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what I mean. It's more of like like with Dawn, it fits perfectly because of how chaotic the narrative is already.
With the style
like how
too.
talked
Absolutely.
about it earlier. Like it's very all over the place. It's not consistent. Therefore, the animation like changing its consistency here and there, it literally fits the tone on a fly. Because like you have the pink background as like it's JoJo's, but you have the fear of like a horror because Nessie's around the corner.
You know what I mean? Off, bro. Shout out to the boys fan in the chat. They said, "Yo, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by." The boys
appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you. Stopping
welcome,
by.
welcome.
Love. But yeah, man. I agree with both of y'all.
Like, I just think that like specifically for this anime, because I agree with Opal with more modern anime, but like this one specifically, like it really nails it hits the nail on the head really well.
Well, here's the thing though with that abruptness, like there are scenes obviously where it works perfectly, having that abrupt hit, but there are scenes where you want those extra frames. Like where you see the dramatic camera angles, like the foot on the ground, floor shot, she's breaking into a run, and you only get 3 frames for that. You know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We all love Don. That's why we're all here, boys fan. we're not tearing it down. We're just talking about like the aspects of it and what makes it such a good anime. And what it could have made it better.
Get out of here, Disney. We fighting.
Not you start trolling.
Don't watch it. Save yourself.
That first episode made me feel uncomfy. It made me feel uncomfy.
You're gonna watch one episode, and the next thing you know, your afternoon is just gone. Don't do it.
Hey yo.
You got a test tomorrow. Go study. Don't do it.
Yeah, the first episode, boys fan, you gotta admit that we talked about it. The first episode, it was controversy there, but we already spoke about that. If you want to go back and see what we said, you can rewind.
If you ask my opinion, that first episode is light work, bro. It's light work, bro.
Compared to what other anime has produced.
It's light work, bro. That's not even me. That's just my opinion.
Anything. Just what other anime we've talked about on here. It's light work.
Oh yeah,
it's light work, bro.
Definitely.
No, it's like well, I'm gonna say this: people who complain about anime, they watched Game of Thrones. They still watch, The Walking Dead.
They watched what was it, Westworld?
Mm-hmm.
They watched Westworld. They bought freaking 50 Shades of Grey. Like, y'all are dirty out there, other people. Mm-hmm. Like, just because they accidentally put some alien, dong on my thing, I didn't ask for it. But like the people who watch Game of Thrones, it's like there's gonna be a naked person like every other episode. You're asking for it,
and they're all gonna be related. Let's talk about that. Let's keep talking about that.
I don't even want to talk about this.
They're all related.
Let's just say
So
there's a lot worse that you can complain
gotta
about.
stop being so judgmental out there. We should be, a little kinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
You're right though, Tone. There's a lot worse out there.
There's a lot worse. There's a lot worse.
Like,
there's
light work,
so
bro.
much worse.
But all right, so we know that
Green Lantern exists.
Yeah.
I missed that.
But we cannot deny that Down to Dawn was an outbreak hit anime wise for last year.
Anime wise and music wise. Don't leave the music out, man.
Musically,
it was a revolution.
Animated story, and the story just seems to keep getting better and better, and it's comical. You can't there's always a comic relief somewhere, whether it's Okarun or the grandma, but like everybody has a comic relief ability in there. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm big on those animes just because we get a lot that are real heavy that have light comedic value. I miss the days where you really had like episodes of like Rurouni Kenshin where he's just ridiculous the whole episode, or like Beelzebub or
Beelzebub is such a good
animes
one.
that had that comedic value,
Yeah, no, Boys fan definitely like the intro song by Creepy Nuts is a big hit. We even talked about how they did the intro song for Mashal, also a big hit. So yeah, I hope
season 2.
I hope Creepy Nuts keep rolling out with the hits, man.
Yeah, season 2 for the opening. Oh, my bad.
No, I was just ramping up on the beats. I love the beats that they come up with.
Yeah, yo. Like they got some like season 2 as far as the opening goes. It's got some big shoes to fill. It's got some big shoes to fill. Like I don't doubt Creepy Nuts though. They got the sauce, but it's got some big shoes to fill as far as like to get that same feel, or maybe a better feel,
Definitely. Like
now let's be real. Season 2 is gonna have a very like slow, sappy animation style. They're gonna look out a cliff. They're gonna see a bird flying.
I would cry. I would legit cry if they took it to that side of things.
Hey yo,
because it's like, come on, where did all the energy go, man?
The Naruto classic right there.
No, here's the thing.
It happens in every anime ever that changes their opening. They got like 2 bangers and then they can't afford the third one. So you get this crazy like off tone. Like they look like they're going to the beach, but they're actually all dying this season type of vibe.
I'll be real though. Naruto has some like if we just talking about openers, Naruto had not always consistently, but it had a lot of consistent bangers. So did Bleach.
Naruto had American money. That's why.
That's true. Bleach also has some. First of all, like now you are the number one. Like that's classic, bro. I'm sorry. I'm never letting that song
remember
go.
back in like 2000, they didn't have the funding. They were that big at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could afford the licensing fees to get good shit for their seasons. Not every anime had that.
Well, Big Three, man, they got especially. Like, look, man, that's too much. I can't do it right now. But like, yeah, they accounted for that, man.
I will say this: I'm bittersweet on how Dan to Dan cliffhanged us,
bro. Like what?
God,
like really?
I will say it was smart though because it's gonna get people to tap back in. That's smart, but the cliffhanger, I'm just like, wow, like that's the end of the episode. It kind of felt like cheated in a way.
It was multiple aspects to the cliffhanger. It was Okaru realizing he's in love with Momo, and then the cliffhanger to the next arc and what's going to happen. Like
the closing shot was gold, though. Like.
Yeah,
I want to talk about cinematography. That was a great fucking closeout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Boys fan said the cliffhanger made me rage.
I wasn't the only one, dude. I was like, this is how they gonna end the season? Because I looked back, I was like, oh, the next episode. I'm like, wait, that's it? I felt so cheated.
That's another problem with modern anime. They don't know when to start and stop.
Yeah,
I felt so blue balls.
Like Like if we talk about cliffhangers, there's a bunch of anime that did it, bro. Like, all right, the last season of Demon Slayer, I was like, all right, it's getting good. We about to go into the like, okay, it is what it is. We know what's coming next. It is what it is.
We're about to go into 3 straight movies.
Yeah, that is true.
We've never been blessed by this. Take your time, bro.
Yeah, no,
Demon Slayer is about to be done.
Yeah, but they good. Look, they milking it for everything it's worth.
But at the same time, they're taking their time. We're gonna get the entire exactly castle. What we want. You know,
they are milking.
Like, have you seen a scene lacking in that anime today?
No. But the cleanest scene. No, look. Season 2 was probably one of the best animations for that. Number 1, and then season 3. The smooth criminal walk from my boy Muzan was nuts, bro. He walked in that bitch like, I own this. Like,
they're spending the time and the money to do it right, and I'm hoping it will make it a top anime for all time. It already is there, just with the quality. But it's rare that you see an anime put that kind of effort into the fight scenes, the frames, everything. You know, like the only other group I see doing that is the Fate series, the original Fate Unlimited Blade Works. The way they did their fights, the way they did their animation, that was their priority. And to see that in Demon Slayer, fucking made my day.
Yeah, I will always forever recommend Demon Slayer to someone who has never seen anime. That is an easy, digestible. You know, you have good fight scenes, lovable characters, comedic relief. Badass characters. It's simple. The story isn't too complex. I will always recommend Demon Slayer.
It's a good first anime. It's not too complicated. It's a good first anime.
They clock in and they clock out. That's it. They don't. They're not here to stay long.
That's what Demon Slayer got for it too. Because like without spoiling it, the beginning of the story and the end of the story are very unique.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, you got like veteran, and I've said this before, and I don't want to, steer away from Dan, but like I've said this before, like I recommend Demon Slayer to new anime watchers, and like veteran anime watchers will be like, why would you recommend that? Why don't you recommend One Piece? I'm like, why would I recommend One Piece? I love One Piece, but like it's someone who's new to this world of anime, Demon Slayer is right up their alley, in my opinion. Like,
and let's be real, and One Piece is not a bad option, but it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah,
it is.
Like, it's a lot to unpack, and the amount of episodes can leave new proprietors of anime very discouraged because look at it. It's 1,000+ episodes.
All you got to do is the Game of Thrones thing, bro. That's all you got to do. Be like, hey, you watch Game of Thrones, 9 seasons, an hour each. Okay, let's break it down. That's 4 episodes over here with this anime.
That's true.
So it's just like literally, and that's Bleach, that's Naruto. So it's just like literally, just be like, all right, you're intimidated by like 700 episodes. It's actually only 250.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Demon Slayer, bro. It's like, to me, it's like the perfect new like anime lover, like someone who wants to get into anime. It's like the perfect anime to start because, like I said, it hits like every single like mark for like traditional anime. Like you have your comedic relief, you have a lot of character development, you have lovable characters, a simple story. Like you said, from the beginning to the end. The start and the end are very unique. Like when Demon Slayer ends, like I don't remember who said it, but it's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go under like one of the best animes from beginning to end. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that.
Of all time, dude.
They don't want
animations of all time for sure.
I mean, like the animation's amazing, and the story is compelling, but also simple, but also unique. Like. Come on,
the ending to Demon Slayer was so good.
Here's the thing that Demon Slayer also brought in was that there's a bunch of character growth and character relatability in there too.
Yep, like, definitely.
Just imagining what these kids, they're not even grown, they're just kids going and fighting this war to save humanity.
Oh yeah. D-Zone. Boys fans said, asked, was that Jack Skeleton? And they love Nightmare Before Christmas. That is Jack Skeleton, yes.
Yes, it is.
That is Jack Skeleton.
One of the goats, bro.
Mm-hmm.
One of the goats.
Whenever I see him, I just think of Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't updated it to what my Xbox picture is because I'd have to also change the name in Discord, and that's a lot of work.
I get that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, boys, like we've covered a lot today, and at this point, if you haven't watched Down to Down, you need to, especially since season 2 slated this year, right? Is that correct?
So. I think it said spring, right?
Spring, yeah.
It's coming out at the same time as the Chainsaw Man movie and the season 2 for Kaiju.
Yeah, so we got a lot. So that cliffhanger won't be a cliffhanger for long. So if you haven't caught up, do so now.
Yeah.
Or if you haven't watched it, do so now.
I mean, it's a good 12-episode watch.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Definitely.
And I'll say this too. We didn't talk about this. The English dub isn't bad.
No, it's not.
The English
dub isn't bad.
Here's the thing: it's straight English dub on Netflix. Like if you're watching it on Netflix, it's already English dub. They didn't try. They was like, nah, bro. Like,
we don't want it yet until it's dubbed.
The dub is not bad.
The dub the voice actors for the dub do very well, very well, and that's hard.
AJ. Oh, sorry.
And that's rare and hard to say.
Yeah. AJ Beckles, I think his name. He's the voice of Takamichi in Tokyo Revengers. He's Okarun.
Oh, word? He's doing well. Yeah. He's doing really well.
Yeah, he's making a move for himself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's hit quite a few at this point, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a lot of MCs. That's good.
Right. Yeah, a lot of MCs. He was in like 3 in one season, I believe, or one. One season. I think it was winter of last year.
Yeah,
hey,
he's making a name for himself.
We love it when people make a name for themselves and get good work. We love that. We love to see people succeed, man.
He's pretty good, man.
So, but yeah, you guys got any final closing statements about Down and On?
I'll make one.
Go watch it.
I'll make one.
Go watch it. Yeah.
I've watched several golden eras of anime come and go. And I can say without a doubt that we're in the middle of one right now, and Dan to Dan sits at the top with the rest of the great animes of this generation. Mm-hmm. And kids in 10 years are going to talk about this anime the same way we talked about animes that came out in 2000. Mm-hmm. You know,
absolutely.
They'll bring up this anime. They'll bring up Demon Slayer the way we brought up Bleach, the way we brought up Naruto, and the way my generation brought up Ghost in the Shell and like Ninja Scroll and shit. You know, each generation has their standouts. This is a standout. Go watch it.
I agree.
Yep.
All right, so we'll be rating it though.
We'll be rating it. We don't do ratings. We do either binge or cringe. Gentlemen.
Okay.
What say you?
Binge. It's a straight binge.
It's a binge.
It's something else for it to be.
It's a binge even through some of the minuscule cringe moments.
Facts.
But it's still a binge. It's still a binge.
What say you, Noel? We didn't hear you in a minute.
It's a binge.
Definitely. It's a binge. Go watch Down.
I'm going to go one step further. It's not just a binge. It's a must watch. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a generational talent, like Kobo said. And it's just one of those things that's like, you're just going to have to watch it because it literally does everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the LeBron James of anime. It just does everything.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. I was both doing it.
I like that. I'm going to quote you on that shit.
Hey, not us being soul linked again, Tone.
Bro. Hey, that's bro. We at this point it's inevitable, bro. We still got a Nuzlocke to finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been very unforgiving to us, though. Very unforgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
By the sounds of it, it's been very unforgiving against G-Smack.
Bruh, that
No. The first round, it was very unforgiving to me. It was. I was too greedy going for that Wolverine, bro. I was too greedy.
We didn't even need it.
I was too greedy, bro.
We didn't even need it.
And I got punished by that Kabutops for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nuzlocke will humble you, man. You could be the biggest veteran of Pokemon there is. It'll still humble you.
bro. But yeah, good episode, boys. Good episode. Next week, drum roll, please. Next episode is going to be Code Geass.
Wow, we're going.
We're going there. Woo. We're going there. Okay, we are going there with one of the most impactful animes to ever air.
Does that mean I have to go watch that really bad season that they did a couple years ago?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Bro.
Wait, how many seasons is there?
There's 2 seasons.
Well, no, it wasn't a season. It was sort of a spin-off.
No, we're not doing a spin-off. The season.
I was going to say I saw the season 2. I was like, wait a minute.
No, we're going to talk about the seasons, and then we're going to talk about the movie possibly, which was the resurrection of Lelouch.
That was good too.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one with his father, or is that the other movie?
That's the other movie when they bring him back to life.
Okay.
Spoilers. Boys fan says I'll try to be here next week. Yes, Boys fan, try to be here next week. So today, because me and J Smack did our Nuzlocke, we started at 9. We normally start at 8. So be ready to be here at 8, okay? 8 p.m. every Tuesday, okay? You can and if you're following me on YouTube, you can also follow me on Twitch at ideal_tone. But the link is in my description. Not to mention, follow J Smack. Okay, he does his stuff on YouTube and Twitch as well. J Smack TV. Show some love and follow Kobo. He does amazing artwork and digital stuff. He did my opening video.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he does amazing stuff. Follow Kobo, please.
I might need to hit you up, Cobalt. I might need to hit you up.
I dabble. You know what I mean? I dabble.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also soon follow Xantar. Xantar got his own thing coming out soon. Xantar, you got a date yet, bro? Or Xantar, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just it's snowing outside, so I had to mute it for a second.
Okay.
But so yeah, I'm working with my partner. We're gonna be making our channel The Friends of Fiction. We're just gonna be analyzing, things that are not real.
Yeah.
And it's games, anime, music, ideals, mythology, thoughts,
politics,
prayers,
ideology, theology.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
if it's real, we're not talking about it. If it's actual, tangible.
Yeah.
So no
it's going to be his stuff is going to be very entertaining. I guarantee it because he already told me some of the ideas they've been spitting back and forth. I can't wait to watch it.
So I'm going to be setting up a game show where I'm going to be doing every week or every other week on top of my analysis videos. And then we're also going to just be having the podcast with me and Clarence because Clarence he doesn't get along with any of my ideas. And I hate his brain. So it's going to be entertaining.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
Him and Peaks, man, that's going to be a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Let us know. I want to watch that car wreck go down. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
We're good friends that don't agree on anything.
Yeah, nah, man. Being in the car with these two, I swear, I feel like I'm a referee. I swear, bro.
Yeah, it's all in good fun though. It's not like we're gonna, Clarence, I never want to see you again. No, it's not like that. But it's just I will never agree about his Kingdom Hearts theories, and vice versa.
That's a lot to unpack.
Bro. Tell me about it.
Kingdom Hearts is a lot to unpack.
Right there's
that's
the
one
topic.
thing we argue about all the time. He literally be like, "How you think about Kingdom Hearts?" I'm like, Clarence, no, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
When are we getting Kingdom Hearts 4 news, bro?
Bro, because they only dropped that trailer, and that trailer was amazing. Like
the
where do we
was
get?
an accident, by the way, like it was just like someone was like, "Oh, I'm getting fired." Word. Okay, boom.
But it's been when did they drop that? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Yeah, but that was like a leak. That was like that wasn't supposed to drop. Somebody was like, "Fuck this guy," and just dropped it.
But then you got to remember, how long did it take for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out?
That is true.
Like a decade, right?
All that rendering they had to do,
almost
man.
a decade.
Yeah, it was a decade.
It was all that rendering they had to do for the game. That's why it took so long.
And it was dope, but like I will still stand. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is the best one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it got stuck in development hell for a good 5 years, and that's what cut it up. It was because Disney was going through a bunch of shit, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
It just coincided with Disney rolling through a whole set of different ideas.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're such a big conglomerate. Disney already has so many issues as it is.
Yeah. To give the fans a sample, Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of the biggest disappointments in my entire life.
Yeah.
So when we do talk about Kingdom Hearts, that's Clarence's favorite game of all time.
And I would
never understand when you over specialize, you breed in weakness, and that's what Disney did.
I don't know.
By the way, that's a quote from Ghost in the Shell, baby. What's up?
Kingdom Hearts 3 was kind of mid, man. I'm not.
It was very mid.
Yeah.
For it to be the third one is the worst one.
I told my dad straight up to his face that since he was a good dad, I would have traded in his good fathership for Kingdom Hearts 3. Like I wish he went to the store for milk and never came back, so I could have Kingdom Hearts 3. Like that's how big of a disappointment it is. Like that's like the level of it. It was like damn.
That is savage.
That is very savage. Damn.
Jeez.
The game starts and it's like, okay, you spent $60 in 10 years, ready for Kingdom Hearts 3? And it's like, nope, it's 2.9.
Hey, like I said though, Birth by Sleep could never. Birth by Sleep could never.
I like Birth by Sleep.
Yeah,
Birth by Sleep is the best one in my opinion.
Yeah.
Birth by Sleep is one of the best ones in my opinion. Like, and right after that's Kingdom Hearts 2.
I will have to shout at y'all later. I have to hop out of here, unfortunately. I have some stuff to take care of.
Are we still linking?
No doubt, brother.
D-Zone.
Here in a bit for dungeon?
Yeah. No. The quest.
The quest? Yeah.
All right.
I just I have to take care of some stuff for Ma stuff.
All right. Text me when you're ready. I'm gonna go eat after this.
All right.
But everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yeah. All right. But everybody, thank you so much. Appreciate the panel, boys. This was really good, very informative. Like we said, binge, must watch. Go watch Don to Don. Follow everybody here. Okay. If you need, come back. Okay, I'd already told you where you can find them. JSmack TV on Twitch and YouTube. Cobalt70. You can find him and his artwork on Instagram, and LinkedIn. Right, Cobalt?
I have a website, bro. Cobalt7.com.
Yeah, right. He has his website. I keep forgetting that.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. I need some art done for my channel as well.
And Zant,
we're gonna have to talk.
And then
you got my info, my brother.
And if you want to follow Null, you could definitely follow Null. Just Null's always been in a lot of my videos. Even when I'm at DreamCon, he's been in my videos for Binge Or Cringe and everything. Null's been really helpful with me.
Null's an OG member.
Yeah, Null is an OG member of Binge Or Cringe. For sure.
W Null.
And definitely Xantar, my boy, always has he comes in with some ideas and everything. I can't wait for his content to start dropping with peaks. Definitely once he drops that stuff and start dropping that stuff, which is soon, I'm gonna be tagging him. So definitely come.
And we're gonna have to run it in Smash again. You already know the vibes.
I felt that. I'm gonna step out of the room.
All right, but as always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm glad to make that known. And this has been another episode of Binge Or Cringe. We will be back next week for Code Geass at 8 p.m. Not 8 a.m. 8 p.m. sharp. So see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Code Geass. Much love. We out of here.
Drink water.
Stay hydrated.
Peace.